The September 11 attacks and other recent acts of religious terrorism represents what their perpetrator sees as a global war. This battle is global in three main ways: the selection of targets, the international network of perpetrators, and the worldwide impact of such events. Many terrorist attacks have been transnational in their choice of victims. For instance, the World Trade Center attacks of September 11, 2001 resulted in the deaths of people from 86 different countries. This illustrates the broad scope of terrorism, which does not focus on a single nation but rather on a global symbolic target. Additionally, the network responsible for the attack was also international. Al-Qaeda, the organization behind the 9/11 attacks, was largely composed of Saudis but also had active support from individuals in Pakistan, Egypt, Palestine, Sudan, Algeria, Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, and even some Western nations like the United States, Britain, France, Germany, and Spain. This transnational nature of terrorist organizations allows them to operate across borders, making them harder to track and eliminate. Unlike traditional wars fought between nation-states, terrorism relies on the decentralized group that can coordinate attacks from the different parts of the world. The third way in which terrorism is global is through its impact, amplified by modern media. Terrorist acts are often designed for television and mass media consumption. The 9/11 attacks, for example, were not only a physical act of destruction but also a symbolic event meant to capture global attention. Networks such as CNN and Al Jazeera played a significant role in broadcasting the attacks in real time, ensuring the millions worldwide witnessed the events. This real-time media coverage has made terrorism an effective global force, comparable to the interconnected global economy or entertainment industry, which also operate across borders. By leveraging mass media, terrorist groups ensure that their actions reach a vast audience, instilling fear and spreading their ideological message more efficiently than political or military efforts aimed at countering them. Despite the global threat of terrorism, the response to it remains fragmented. No single entity, not even the United Nations, has the resources or intelligence gathering ability to fully combat international terrorism alone. Instead, nations have formed coalitions to share intelligence and conduct joint operations. This multinational effort aims to dismantle terrorist networks, prevent attacks, and address the root of causes of radicalization. However, the decentralized nature of terrorist groups make this challenging task, requiring constant cooperation between governments, law enforcement agencies, and intelligence organizations. Beyond its physical and political impact, terrorism also functions as a public performance of violence with symbolic significance. French sociologist Pierre Bourdieu agreed that society is shaped as much by symbols as by institutions. In this sense, terrorism is not just about destruction but also about creating alternative symbols and narratives that challenge the existing social and political order. Acts of terrorism can be seen as rights of institutions that redefine public space and signal a radical vision for change. For terrorist groups, these violent performances serve to assert their ideological beliefs, recruit followers, and provoke responses from governments and societies. Ultimately, terrorism has become a more efficient global force than the political and military efforts designed to contain it. Its ability to operate across borders, target symbolic locations, and utilize mass media makes it a persistent threat. The challenge for the international community is not only to prevent terrorist acts but also to counter the ideological narratives that fuel them. Without the coordinated global response that addresses both the security and the ideological dimensions of terrorism, the world will continue to face the challenges posed by extremist violence.